It's a time for violent intervention. Use your mouth and dominate your environment. So you know Miss Bathsheba. You think she dressed up nice? When she went to see the king. The prophet told her, go to the king and remind him, assuredly did you not say that my son, our son Solomon, would be king? And the prophet went first. You have to have scheme, women. You have to know how you get this business done. She sent the prophet first to remind the king. Then she went in herself and she looked real nice, I believe. And she stood before him. I think it's always knees got weak. And she said, David, did you not read? The only thing he could say was, assuredly, your son Solomon would be king. I don't know what you have to do for your children to get dominion. I don't know what you have to do. Some of you have to do what you have to do. When we have a women's meeting, I'll tell you what you have to do.
Women of Excellence, I hope you all have enjoyed your break and are now set to resume our monthly meetings with much excitement and enthusiasm. Our next monthly meeting is scheduled for Saturday, October 1st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the cafeteria, featuring Dr. Patricia Morgan. She will do a continuation on our Mother's Day topic of this year, raising children of destiny and mentoring the next generation of leaders. Dr. Morgan of Trinidad and Tobago has a word for all women who have children by birth, association, or preparing to receive Dominion children in the future. As a mother, author, educator, and professional, Dr. Patricia Morgan is well qualified to proclaim this message, and you are cordially invited to take part in this extraordinary gathering at Bahamas Faith Ministries on Saturday, October 1st at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the cafeteria. Mark your calendars. Come and be blessed to be a blessing.
Can you imagine 2,000 Bahamian men on Bay Street, standing shoulder to shoulder, making a positive statement in our community? Can you imagine 2,000 men marching in the streets of the Bahamas, proclaiming that enough is enough? They believe in their families, they believe in their children, they believe in the future of this nation. Can you imagine 2,000 Bahamian men committing themselves to building their families, strengthening their marriages, and cultivating relationships with their children? Can you imagine 2,000 men declaring that the criminal behavior in our country has come to an end? I believe we can all imagine that. We know the problems. We know what's going wrong. We know what's happening in our country. Everybody is concerned. But we believe that instead of talking about the problem, it is time for us to not just pray, but to act. And we cannot do it in isolated pockets. One of my greatest hopes is that the crisis in our country would drive us to unity. Isn't it interesting that when you and I are on a boat and the boat is sinking, no matter how much we may not have been relating to each other, or maybe even speaking to each other, if that boat begins to sink, suddenly we become a team. We start bailing water together. This is one of the positive aspects of crisis. It produces the need for people to work together. And I believe that in the Bahamas, there's no more time for us talking at each other, but we need to sit together and talk to each other. We have to get together and believe that this is our problem. It belongs to all of us, but we also are the solution.
We invite all men, every Bahamian male citizen, to join us for the National Men's Event and Rally, Sunday, October the 9th at 4 p.m. at the Southern Recreation Grounds, and ends with a march on Bay Street and a rally at Russell Square. Men, now's the time for action. Now's the time to stand up and be counted. Men, don't you dare miss it.
Kingdom, citizenship, authority.
Welcome, Kingdom citizens, to another Kingdom News Update. I'm Ava Brown, and these are your weekly announcements. Kingdom Worshippers, BFM has provided nursery, toddlers, and children church ministries for your babies and children ages 3 to 12. Please take advantage of these services so they can receive the Word of God at their levels. Thank you. In order to better assist persons in attendance on Sunday mornings who may need temporary assistance from the storehouse, there will be a member of the Kingdom Candid leadership available immediately after service to assist. All inquiries for assistance should be directed there. Water baptism is scheduled for Saturday, October 29th at Goodman's Bay. Persons interested in water baptism at this time may secure an application form from the information counter in the foyer and return it to Ms. Cynthia Fowler. The Deborah adjudicators will hold a brief meeting in the west wing of the sanctuary immediately after service today. All Deborahs are asked to attend. If you are interested in becoming an integral part of the services and events at the Diplomat Center, you can consider becoming a part of the Kingdom Display team. The Kingdom Display Ministry is the area that is responsible for everything displayed on the screens. If you would like to join our team, please contact Ms. Dandria Scott at 461-6400 or send an email to kingdomdisplay@gmail.com addressed to Mrs. Volney. A job opportunity exists for a conference coordinator in the conference department. Membership at Bahamas Faith Ministries is necessary. Interested persons can email their resumes to hrresourcemanager@yahoo.com. Now for our youth announcements. On September 29th, Pastor Dave will be the guest speaker at Kingsway Academy for Spiritual Emphasis Week. This week at BFMI, on Monday, September 26th at 7 p.m., Kingdom Principal School continues, and join us for Kingdom Prayer Congress at 7:30 p.m. On Tuesday, September 27th at 7:30 p.m., there will be a Leadership Church Council meeting. On Wednesday, September 28th at 7:30 p.m., plan to be a part of your Kingdom Candid Home Fellowship meeting. Please remember to contact your Candid minister or Candid pastor. And on Sunday, October 2nd at 9:30 a.m., join us for Kingdom Citizen Celebration. Let us continue to pray for the complete healing of Juliet Barrett, Joy Mullings, Sylvia Bethel, Cynthia Brennan, Dorinda Forbes, Raven DeVoe, Linda Monroe, Peter Wilson, Simone Wilkinson, Stacy Stubbs, Nunaram Ramsadar, Arlene Farquharson, Naomi Thurston, Ayo Arabanwo, Vinette Linds, and Nelson Brennan. Thank you, Kingdom citizens, for joining us for another Kingdom News Update. I'm Ava Brown, coming to you from the Bahamas, the place where God lives.